The battle for control of the internet has begun. Meet Kim.com, a name that stirs up controversy. Once a notorious hacker, he describes himself as one of the most famous in history, but who he truly is depends on who you ask. .com is one of Germany's first tech entrepreneurs, known for spotting ways to make money through technology. Depending on your perspective, he's either a criminal, a visionary, a scammer, a freedom fighter, or even a scapegoat. Hollywood called him their #1 enemy. To others, he was a champion for internet freedom. He's also been a pro gamer, an eccentric millionaire, musician, wannabe politician, and marketing mastermind. Love him or hate him, Kim.com undeniably changed the internet. This is his story and the story of Megupload. To better understand his background, journalists like Jana Kudla dug deep. Her team's podcast, Wild Wild Web, dedicated an entire season to him. The early years, Kim.com was born Kim Schmitz in northern Germany in the early 1990s, long before his Megupload fame. He later claimed he went to an elite boarding school and graduated at 17 with honors. In reality, he attended a public school for lower-tier education and grew up in a home for troubled youth. From the start, he exaggerated his achievements. He always tried to appear smarter, richer, and more important than he really was. His childhood wasn't easy. His father was abusive, so Kim spent much of his time in his room with his computer. He fell in love with programming and joined the early internet movement before it became mainstream. By his teens, he was running a server that distributed pirated software and eavesdropped on the hacker community. That's when he began calling himself Kimball, after a wrongly accused character in The Fugitive. In a 1992 German TV segment, a teenage Kim showed how to make free international calls through the US. He claimed he wrote the software himself. The press called him a nightmare for telecom companies. He was said to be the head of an international hacker group, Dope, and allegedly created encrypted phones. His reputation as a young digital rebel grew. Rise, fall, and reinvention. In the mid-90s, Kim was arrested and convicted for his involvement with pirated software. He received a suspended sentence in 1998, but he used the conviction to enhance his hacker image. He claimed to have hacked Citibank and donated $20 million to Greenpeace. That story was fake. Citibank was hacked, but by Russians, not Kim. He also claimed to have breached the Pentagon and NASA, but again, others did that. Despite doubts about his real skills, Kim kept building his legend. He launched a cybersecurity company, Data Protect, using his hacker fame to attract business. It succeeded. He made real money and sold most of the company in 2000. Kim had big ideas, some impressive like early versions of two-factor authentication, and some ridiculous, like a concept car packed with 16 SIM cards and video conferencing. Most ideas flopped, but he kept trying. He lived large during the .com boom, luxury cars, private jets, and a bold online persona. He claimed he would rescue a failing e-commerce company, hyped the stock, and then sold his shares for profit. It was illegal insider trading. When caught, he tried to flee to Thailand but failed and got another suspended sentence. As the .com bubble burst, he moved to Hong Kong, launched shady ventures, and bought more cars. Megupload, game changer. In 2005, he launched Megupload, a simple cloud sharing site that let users upload files and share them via links. There were no accounts required, no restrictions. This was before Google Drive and Dropbox. Megupload quickly became the place to share large files, including pirated movies and music. It worked well, offering generous storage and fast speeds. The site exploded in popularity. At its peak, it was the 13th most visited site in the world, with 50 million users a day and 4% of all global web traffic. Back then, there was no Netflix or Spotify. People spent $20 on DVDs and CDs. Megupload let them get everything for free, and the media industry took notice. After taking down Napster and running anti-piracy ads, the industry now had a new threat: Megupload. Kim tried to distance himself from the site publicly. He used a fake name, Kim Tim Jim Vester, and a Finnish passport to hide ownership. But in 2011, he couldn't resist the spotlight and revealed that he was behind Megupload. That's when Kim Schmitz became Kim.com. The raid by now, he lived in a mansion in New Zealand with his wife, kids, and luxury lifestyle. He was also one of the top Call of Duty players in the world. He released a music video promoting Mega Upload featuring big pop stars. It outraged Hollywood. In January 2012, New Zealand police raided his mansion at the request of the FBI. Armed officers stormed his property and arrested him. Similar raids took place worldwide. The U.S. government shut down Mega Upload and accused Kim of running a massive criminal operation that caused over $500 million in damages while earning him $175 million. Kim faced extradition to the U.S. and up to 55 years in prison. The legal battle Kim argued that Mega Upload was just a tool, like Google Drive, and that he wasn't responsible for how people used it. He claimed the site had systems to take down copyrighted material and even gave takedown tools to movie studios. But prosecutors argued that those systems were slow and insincere. Behind the scenes, they said, Kim's team paid users to upload popular pirated content and ignored takedown requests to boost views and revenue. Leaked emails suggest Kim knew exactly what was going on. Still, he claimed the U.S. government was making him a political target, though he never provided solid proof. Critics pointed to the powerful lobbying of the U.S. film industry and its ties to politicians like Joe Biden, known for his anti-piracy stance. The fallout over the next decade, Kim fought extradition. He launched Mega, a new version of the site, got involved in New Zealand politics, appeared in documentaries, and became a regular on internet live streams. His story was turned into a book, and soon, a 6-part miniseries is being produced in Germany. But in August 2024, New Zealand finally approved his extradition. Just months later, in November 2024, Kim suffered a serious stroke. He hasn't spoken much publicly since, only posting once on X, Twitter, asking for patience and prayers. So who is Kim.com? Was he a digital freedom fighter or a master criminal? The truth is messy. He's charismatic, smart, and ahead of his time, but also a self-promoter who takes credit for things he likely didn't do. He built a platform that made piracy easy, but also showed how out of touch traditional media had become. Kim.com became the perfect villain for a media industry that didn't understand the internet and desperately wanted to turn back time.